I've created a petition that hopes to do this, but why? I've got chronic fatigue syndrome and I should qualify for both elements of the PIP in both higher rates because I am really not able to do anything anymore really. I'm largely housebound, spend a lot of time in bed, and life is really tough, as it is for a lot of people. I'm on old style disability living allowance because I've had type 1 diabetes since I was born, and I've never made the jump to PIP because it's too daunting. I don't think I could cope with even doing the forms well enough, let alone the assessments and the other stuff that comes with that. I contacted my MP about this and they contacted the Department for Work and Pensions, who allocated me a visiting officer, somebody who would fill out the forms for me, get it all together and get it in for my best attempt at applying for PIP. And they've told me that that could include PIP being awarded without an assessment. However, to get that, I need to go heavy on the evidence. So I contacted my MECFS team. In Oxfordshire, they discharge you once they have diagnosed you and sent you on a course electronically. As there is no treatment, there's nothing else they can do, and they need a constant room for the influx of new patients. But this, of course, then has an issue. You've got a lot of people discharged who are potentially going to want to apply for PIP later on. So I contacted the team having been discharged, and I've been told they just don't have the time right now to supply me with the evidence that I need within the 3-week timeline. And when I pressed them and said, okay, well, I can move the visiting officer, when can you do it by? Nothing. I heard nothing back. I'm going to chase it, don't worry, but my point is they're just too freaking busy to supply me with evidence, let alone the good quality evidence that I need. But in reality, my team know whether I meet the conditions or not for PIP, because the evidence they would write would be tailored towards focusing on where I meet it. So why can't they instead just log on to an online system and tick a box to say, yeah, we think she deserves a lower rate or higher rate of this element or this element? Why can't they do that instead? Why can't they be trusted? It would be quicker, it would be more effective, it could be done without input from the patient, which for people with fatigue, please, we're exhausted, we can barely life, let alone worry about things like PIP. So why have they got to write a 5-page essay when they could just tick a box? And then we could also remove the assessors, which removes stress, humiliation, all of this kind of stuff, when just a box they could tick would do the job. If you're disabled yourself, I urge you to sign this petition, even if you've already been awarded PIP, because we all know there are reviews. And if you're not disabled, remember you're just one accident away from needing that box ticked for you instead of a 5-page essay that you can't get your hands on. Thank you so much for listening to me, and please throw some love all over this so others see it. Thank you.